Well, hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Never Told. Yes, we've put the tarpaulin up because the weather in the last couple of days has been sporadic to say the least. 1 minute the sun is splitting the trees, the next minute it's hammering out of the heavens. Because what I'm doing today needs dry weather, we've put the tarpaulin up. So, here's where we are. Absolutely dreading this. Totally, must admit, totally dreading it, but it has to be done, and if I can do the electrics I can drill a hole in the side of the van, yeah? No problems. Oh yeah, please ignore my stuff. This is my wake jumper. Along as many others that I have. So, I hope you can see where I'm pointing at. This is where, I don't know what I'm using that for. This is where I'm going to put the water tap pretty much in line with the electrical hookup that was already in when we bought the van. So, let's go inside and I'll show you what I'm thinking. So as you can see, there was a deadening panel on the wall already, which took me bloody forever to scrape off, but I needed it to be scraped off because it was black and I needed to be able to see a circle of where my tap is going to come through, like so. I want it as kind of as level with that as possible. I mean, it's black and it's going to be obvious, but do you know what? At least if it looks a bit neat and tidy together. What I don't like the idea of is the thinness of the van. So this doesn't have any kind of a lip on it or a grip on it or any of that kind of thing. So what I did was, and I've seen this on plenty of other videos, so it's not my idea. I cannot have hold any credit for it. I want this to be sandwiched, I want the van wall to be sandwiched between the wood and the tap. So I cut out this, and that is going to be kind of positioned around about there, so therefore holding and giving the tap a little bit more support. So yeah, don't do what I did. I measured this at as best as I could, because it's so hard to measure, at 80mm, and then I went down to B&Q and they only had an 86, and then I went to Screwfix and they only had a 79. Now what I should have done is probably researched a bit more, watched a few more videos and maybe paid attention to what other people were doing, but fearing that if I bought the 86 the hole would run into these holes here, I bought the 79. God, huge mistake. So what I've had to do is I've had to get I have had to sand this back. I'll show you. So I had this little attachment on my drill and basically screwed this down and sanded it until it fit. Haven't measured it yet to see what size it actually turned out to be, but what I'm going to do, what I'm going to have to do when I drill the hole is file the hole back so that this tap can get in it. So yeah, don't do what I did. Let's position where we're going, drill the hole and start a wee pilot hole in there so I know where I am on the other side. Alright, pilot hole done. What I'm also going to do is screw a couple of screws from the outside into this board. And the reason I'm doing that is the hole cutter and the drill will, hopefully, this is the plan anyway, the drill will latch onto this piece of plywood a lot easier rather than it just coming through the metal and then the wood cutter going all over the place. Because the last thing, and the thing I am dreading the most, is that my wood cutter goes everywhere. So I'm hoping if I have a piece of wood here, this hole will come out smoother because the drill will grab hold of the wood and we'll get a clean cut. Alright, so there are 3 holes, and the good thing is when I screw in, they will be inside the hole that gets cut out, so I'm not causing any more damage than I need to, and they'll have disappeared. But the thing is, they'll be holding on to that wood. So I have beautiful hubster. I'm talking to the audience, darling. I have beautiful hubster inside, holding the wood nice and tight, so I can get these screws in. So let's get this going. Okay, starting now. Yes. Okay, yeah. I can let go now. The wood should be holding it. Oh yeah, one should be holding it. Yeah, yeah. That's all I needed. Thank you. Okay, I don't think I've been more terrified in the whole bloody doing the van than I am right this minute. So fingers crossed. See, that's why I'm scared. This shouldn't happen. And I don't know why it's happening. What am I doing wrong? My drill's smoking. My drill is smoking. So for you DIYers and people who know what the hell they're doing, maybe you could tell me what the hell I'm doing wrong here, because that's doing what it's supposed to do as far as I can tell. It's tied in pretty tight. It's not going anywhere. So I know we're almost through, but I swear to God my heart's in my mouth right now. I'm waiting for the bloody drill to explode in my hands. I'm shaking. Right, well, the cutter has given up the ghost. I don't know how to fix it. I'll show you in a minute. So for now, we were almost through. I just hope I'm not gonna I don't ever want to do that again. That terrified the crap out of me. One hole. Not quite the way I wanted it, but one hole. It's not big enough. I need to file it down, which is a bloody good job since it's the mess the cutter caused. But yeah, let me show you what I mean. Alright, there's the cutter. This is supposed to be screwed up. This is like a back plate, and this is supposed to slot into this area. However, this is somehow twisted, so much so that I can't get this up into it any longer. So I have no idea. I mean, I loosened this nut, the drill bit came out. That wasn't really much use to me. But I have no idea how the hell to fix this now. I don't know. Maybe that's a good thing. It means I don't have to bloody well use it ever again. You know, like you're never too old, but you can still shit your pants, I can tell you that right now. Well, I suppose that's the worst over. I now have a hole in my van. It still, even with all that, isn't big enough for the tap to slot into, like I knew it wouldn't be, because I got the wrong size cutter. So I am now going to file these edges, which would need filing anyway, because they're razor sharp, until I can get this bad boy in. It's not going to take much. And for those of you who can't stand metal on metal, I'll put some music on. Voila. So now the terrifying part is done, I'm just going to put a tiny bit of hammerite around the edges of the naked metal, which prevents rust. Alright, I'm going to let that dry and then we'll crack on. Alright, that's the pilot holes drilled. Now we'll get the silicone on the board and the tap. Right, well, I did just go through all that palaver and forget to press record, but there you are. You didn't see me doing it, but you can see it. I have silicone on the board. That's the one on the inside of the van. This one is going obviously on the outside. Nice beading all the way around. So let's get cracking. Alright, so Trevor's in there already with the board waiting for me to put this in. I'm going to try and get this in lined up as best as I can. Don't put it in yet, darling. Yep. Just back off a minute because I need to line it up with the screws as best as I can. Yeah, go for it. And press in. Whoa. That rain coming down now. I'm so glad I put that tarpaulin on. Alright, that's another job done. Not one I ever want to do again. Let's take a quick look inside. So that's us. She's in, she's secure. She is silicone from the outside and the inside. And yeah, all done and dusted. So from a very rainy, wet, soggy, intermittently horrible weather here in lovely Northern Ireland, I'm going to say farewell. If you've enjoyed the content, give me a thumbs up, a like, a subscribe, share it with your friends. I'm nearly up to 50 subscribers. Woohoo! Leave me a comment if you know what the hell went wrong with my hole cutter. And for now, I'll say goodbye. Always remember, you're never too old.